Hi! I don't know if you saw my last video where I had to bring my Coach Cassie in black back to the store, but I will link it down below so you can check up on that and just to see where it started and what's been going on so far. But I had to have a new Cassie sent to me. It arrived and I want to open it with you. Let's just see if this one is perfect or if it has flaws or whatever. And I have such a crazy story to tell you. I'm still trying to work it out. It's nuts. So stick with me. Let's see what's in here. So let me give you the general rundown. I'll try to make it as concise as possible in case you don't know the original story and don't feel like going back and watching that video. Basically, I got my Coach Cassie at the exact same time, at the same order. I ordered them online as my Tabby 26. So I got them both at the same time, online box sent to my house. And this happened in June. June 16th is when I placed the order actually. So I got them, I opened them online, I showed you all, everything about them and so forth. Well, approximately 3 months later, I noticed that the Cassie was getting little cracks in the corner where the flap is. And it seems to be that's the place where the glazing wants to crack on every bag that's designed that way. But I was hoping that it would last a little longer than 3 months before that happened. But anyway, so I took it back to the store. Before taking it back to the store, though, I was searching the whole world for my receipt, which I could not find anywhere. So I went online to Coach.com. I checked on my order history, and it wasn't even in there. It showed my dinky straps that I ordered recently. It showed the Alexa small bag that I ordered recently, and it showed the medium zip wallet that I ordered for a giveaway that I did. But it did not even show that I had ever ordered the Tabby 26 or my Cassie. So they had no record of that. So anyway, and I could not find a receipt. I'm not even convinced I ever got one, to be perfectly honest with you. But anyway, because I keep all of my receipts, seriously. So then I called customer service. They said that if I took the bag to the store, they could look me up and it would be fine. It will be fine. Like, okay, fine. So I go to the store. My friend and I went to the store to see what they would say. I showed them my Cassie. She said, that's absolutely, awful. We will definitely exchange this for you if you have the receipt or if I can look it up. I said, well, you can certainly try. I struggled with that. And so she looked it up, and by golly, it did not show on hers either. It showed the dinky straps, it showed the Alexa, and it showed the medium zip wallet, but absolutely no record whatsoever of the Tabby and the Cassie. So that was just infuriating. So I got on the line and I called from the store. I was on the phone for about half an hour. And finally, I think they just dropped my call. I don't even know. And by this time, the poor lady, she was just like, I was looking at my video. I was trying to figure out everything. And she said, let me just exchange it for you. So she exchanged it for me. So we're walking out of the mall and I'm thinking, okay, before we go home, I didn't even look at the new one. Let's check it out. So I plopped down on the floor of the mall and took a look at it. It was not right. There was weird glue on the sides. And when I show it to you in the video, we'd already picked off some of the glue to see if it was pickable, but it was worse than what you see there originally. So we went back to the store and said, this one isn't going to work. It's got this weird glue on both sides. And so she's like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. Here's the problem though. I don't have any more in stock except for the floor model. So if you want to take a look at that. And I thought, well, no, I probably don't want that one, but let me go look. So I looked at the floor model. It had a weird lump in the front that was like stuck between the lining and the leather of that front pocket. And I was feeling around there. We were all feeling, trying to feel what it was. I don't know if it was a lump of material. I don't know. So that was definitely a no-go. So 3 bags, not going to work for me. So they said, well, I'll exchange it for you. We'll just have it sent to your house, whatever. So I left her with my old bag. I just, gave that to her and she exchanged it saying that this will come in a couple days. Great. So that was Friday. On Sunday, I still had not heard, any shipping, tracking, whatever on it. And I thought, well, let me just check. So I go online to Coach.com and I look at my order history. And here's where it gets really crazy. It says on my order history, it shows the purchase for this bag and the Tabby. That was never there before. The lady at the store couldn't find it. No one could find the record of that, but there it was now. It was back on my order history. But the other things were not there anymore. So seriously, it didn't show my dinky straps, it didn't show my wallet, and it didn't show my Alexa, but it showed this and my Tabby 26. And, this was from June, like June 21st is what the last date was. And it said it was out for delivery. It was, it was on its way. on its way from June. Like, it didn't even say it was delivered to me. So it was so strange. So where did those other orders go? And how did they finally find this one? So anyway, I called the lady at the store, at the Coach store that I was dealing with before, super sweet. And I just asked her to look up my information and see what she saw from her end. And she said, well, I'm sure I'll see the same thing as you because it's the same system or whatever. I said, well, let's just see. So, okay. So she looked up my order. She also showed that now, all of a sudden, it showed up that I did have the receipt there for the Tabby and the Cassie. And she showed the medium zip-around wallet, which didn't show on my end. And she showed the Alexa, which didn't show on my end. But she does not see the dinky straps that were there before. So everybody has a different view of what my order history is. It's still not figured out, so I'm still going to work on that. But before I call Coach to work on that and get that all straightened out somehow, I want to open this and see if it's perfect as an exchange. If not, then we have a whole other bunch of problems. So, long story long, let's get going. Totally sealed. I haven't seen a thing. Let's open this. Okay. She said she was going to have it gift boxed for me, and she did, because it would just be even more secure that way. Beautiful. This must be their Christmas ribbon, which is beautiful. Nice. Wow, I hope this one's okay. Okay, let's check out the receipt. I have a receipt, guys. All right. I definitely have a receipt this time. Hanging on to this for sure. Oh, I hate to open it. It's so pretty. Let's do this. This box has seen better days. Wow, look at that. Not the most impressive. Let's see. I'm nervous. Upon first glance, it looks perfect. We'll see. Interesting, because what I've noticed after looking at several of these is some of the leathers are much shinier than the others. I mean, we're talking the same one, the black Cassie. The one that they had exchanged that was not right, that I looked at in the mall, was really shiny. It was shinier than my original. This is more like the leather of my original. And I prefer this one, the one that's a little more matte. Okay, let's open it up. It still has the wrapping around the pull, the zipper pull, which is good. But let's look at the corners. Brought my glasses for this. Okay, I don't know. I'll have to try to take some photos. This corner, the glazing is kind of balled up a little, but I don't think it's actually cracked. On this side, it does kind of look like there's a tiny little crack right there. So this bag does look like it's in very, very good condition. It looks brand new, and I don't see any obvious flaws or weird glue or strange stitching or anything like that. My original one had a strange string that was kind of stuck to the bottom and to the side, and I had to get rid of that. I had to cut that out, and then it had the cracking. But this one looks like it's going to be absolutely perfectly fine, but I can just tell by looking at this section where the problem is, these two corners, It does look like the corners will eventually have that problem again, I'm guessing, because it does kind of look like the tiniest hairline crack on the one side already. This is one of my favorites to carry. I've been taking it on several trips. It's perfect for taking it on trips. I'm very happy with the bag in general. And I will keep you posted as to whether this decides that it's going to crack also, and how soon how long it takes for it to do that. My other one cracked badly in 3 months, and that was 3 months of not even using it all the time. I used other bags, intermixed between the two, especially my Tabby 26, which I love. So it's interesting that that happened with, just that much wear. So I'm very happy that this is in as good a shape as it is. I'm happy to accept this one, love it, use it. It all seems just beautiful, and I'm happy, very happy. Thank you, Coach. However, I can't be happy and thrilled about the cracking issue. I've heard so many people have had the same problem with this bag, which is such a shame because they're coming out with more and more colors. I swear to you, if it didn't have this issue, I'd be buying this in like 3 or 4 other colors. I love it that much. But because of that cracking issue, I don't think I will be. And that's sad because I love it. So maybe they'll work on fixing that, I hope. I'm not sure. So now that this is fine, I need to try to figure out what the heck happened with all my order history and all the different situations that they have one order history, I have another. It's so strange. And it keeps changing, which is even the weirder part. Like, is someone in there changing things around? I mean, I don't get it. And why would the store see something that I don't see, and I see something completely different from what the store sees? And both are completely different from what we saw on Friday. So that's what I have to get to the bottom of, and I don't even know how I'm going to explain that situation. But I'm going to have to try, because I really want my order history to be correct. So thank you so much for coming along with me on this Coach saga. It has been quite the ride, and there's still more to come because I have to figure out the receipt situation and the order history situation, and I'm going to be seeing if this also cracks. So stay with me. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Let's see, it's on this side. I think it's this side. I think there's a little subscribe thing right down there. It looks like a little button. You just hover your mouse over that. You can subscribe if you haven't already, and that way you can keep up with the whole thing. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. I will see you soon. Bye.